There's a new street fighter on your windowsill. The weapon is peace, the word is chill.
Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying Model Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest action figure video podcast. So take off your pants, crack a beer, and let's talk toys. Let's talk about the nerdy news that you need to know about. It's the only news that matters. It's good news. But before we do that, I want to say a huge, big thank you to my boy, my man, Darren, who sent me this incredibly awesome Venom Carnage Mark Bagley style art print. Dude, man, thank you so much. Honestly, this is amazing. I absolutely love this. Darren sent me a message a little while ago saying, dude, could I send you something? Do you have like a PO box? Because I saw it and I think you would love it. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna roll the dice, dude. Hit me up with whatever it is. And it's this. And it's so freaking cool. I love Mark Bagley, as some of you might know, is my premier #1 favorite Spider-Man artist of all time. And this is my 90s childhood right here. Venom and Carnage, straight from the first Carnage arc. This artwork is. It just looks fantastic. I want to display it behind me, but the wall is slanted. So, ow, son of a biscuit. You just watched me get a paper cut live on air. That really hurts. Never mind. I just got overexcited. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to suspend this from the wall, but I'll figure something out. If it doesn't go in my backdrop, it'll have a prominent place in my room. Darren, thank you so much. That's awesome. Put a huge big smile on my face. Put me in a good mood, which is good, because we're about to talk about some good news. First up, a new addition to the Fresh Monkey Naughty or Nice collection. This is a toy line that is being done in conjunction with Big Bad Toy Store as a kind of a Kickstarter sort of thing. So you can only order them through Big Bad Toy Store, and if they get enough orders, then they're going to be able to put them into production. So they've done their Naughty or Nice Christmas line. We covered the earlier reveals, which was a terrifying looking nutcracker type soldier, an evil looking elf, and a Terminator style robot Santa. Well, now they've really caught my attention with Krampus. I love the mythology of Christmas in general. I think it's so cool that you could actually have like a whole sort of headcanon cinematic universe of Christmas. I'm just a big Christmas kid, and Krampus is a big part of that, especially for like European folk. Not so much in England, but I still get a feel of like Krampus is kind of our kind of culture as well. A few countries removed, but still the evil version of Saint Nicholas who punishes kids who have been wicked. You want to know what happens if you're on the naughty list? You don't just not get any presents. Krampus comes to visit you. And this Krampus looks creepy and awesome and dark, and it's not as crazy designed as Krampus from the movie Krampus, which I give a fleeting recommendation to. It tries to be Gremlins, but it's a bit too slow. It keeps building up the suspense to something happening, and then like it ends, and it's like, oh well, I guess we got some things happening, but it could have been more. But anyway, that's another discussion for another time. This Krampus figure looks like a really fun addition to the line. You can check out all the information that's scrolling below me as I'm speaking. Again, taken from toyark.com. Go check out ToyArk for all your toy information needs. And in the meantime, start thinking about what else we could get for this Christmas collection. Next up, HasLab underwhelms us with their new tiers for the Rancor. Guys, you're swinging, but you're missing, I think, in a few of these. And look, I was the guy who put out a Galactus video going, Hasbro are completely screwing up their Galactus campaign. And then like a week later, it smashes all records. So what do I know? But the thing is, I don't have a horse in this race. I'm not a Star Wars Black Series collector. So I'm just hearing the zeitgeist from the community. And the community is very, There was actually a picture that was going around recently where for the first time ever, someone saw the HasLab backer number went down. It's like, can it do that? I don't know, maybe someone cancelled their order, or maybe it was just a glitch. But either way, someone posted 2 pictures, and they were like, dude, it's actually gone down. So look, I'm not being a negative Nancy. I want this to get funded. I want projects to get funded. But at the same time, I don't want people to not get their money's worth. And this Rancor, it's $350, and they're trying to encourage people to buy into it by offering them figures that They already have. I mean, look, that's rich coming from me, who was thrilled to get the Silver Surfer. I know. I'm just putting these thoughts out there to the world. Gosh, that's a loaded thing to say on the internet. It's like, hey, I'm not saying facts. I'm just asking questions. But did we need another black costume Luke Skywalker from Jedi? Like, people were saying, oh, it's the Rancor. We can get the Rancor Keeper, or we can get the dancing lady who falls into the pit. We could get those characters. We've not had those characters. And then they give us Salacious Crumb and Luke, and people are like, that's not mashing my potatoes. That's not getting me excited for this. So it's interesting. Again, I want good things to happen, but I want people to get their money's worth as well. And it just seems like people aren't that excited about spending this money. But we did see the color pictures of the painted Rancor, and it does look great. It looks super pretty. Again, $350 worth? I don't know, but then again, maybe I'm just a miser. I was here in the last episode going, $450 for the turtle van? Ooh, I don't know. And that's, coming from a guy who will happily drop big sums of money if it's something he really wants. So maybe I'm just not speaking from the right perspective. A big time Rancor fan? There might be someone who wakes up in Rancor pajamas and puts on his Rancor t-shirt and is just so psyched for this. And that's awesome. But the general zeitgeist that I'm hearing is that people, they're not too plussed. They're not too plussed about it. Speaking of black costume Jedi looking Luke Skywalker, SH Figure Arts have released pictures, preview images of their Mandalorian Luke Skywalker, the return of Luke Skywalker figure, which is almost indistinguishable from the same look that we were talking about in Jedi, because this would have only taken place a couple of years after Jedi, I suppose. And of course, that was the big reveal moment at the end of the last season of Mandalorian. It was a cool moment. I wasn't like Kevin Smith, tears in my eyes. I thought like, no, this is a cool little thing, and it undoes the character butchery that was done to Luke Skywalker before. So that's kind of cool. And SH Figure Arts, I've never owned a Figure Arts piece, but everyone tells me that they're beautiful pieces of articulated sculpting goodness. So if you're a Star Wars fan, then that's the way to go. I never picked up any because they seem to just be doing MCU type figures. So I don't really have a call for those. If they did comic book ones, then oh my goodness, I'd probably check them out. But in the meantime, this Luke Skywalker looks pretty cool. Gentle Giant have given us a Bo-Katan mini bust, sticking with Mandalorian. And Bo-Katan, it's a cool looking armor. They really struck gold with Boba Fett and the Mandalorian armor. And it's great that it's all just based on, Roman centurions with the T kind of visor. Throw in some Wild West type sort of sound design. I read an article recently where they said that they use the sound of cowboy spurs when Boba Fett walks. And it's funny, I never picked up on that, but of course that's exactly what that noise is. When Boba Fett takes steps, it's the sound of cowboy spurs. No wonder he's so cool. And the Mandalorians, I feel some of the armor designs are getting more and more over-designed in the Mandalorian, but still, Bo-Katan, it walks that nice line of tweaking it to make it their own while still being not too overly designed. It's just about that sweet spot. Bo-Katan's a cool character. This is a cool little mini bust. I was about to say, I don't collect mini busts, but actually, I got a couple of mini busts there, so shut up, Dave. But if you like Star Wars mini busts, then this is a good looking mini bust. Going from Gentle Giant to Iron Giant Studios are giving us a Captain Carter statue, and oh my goodness, this looks really cool. I'm a great big mark for Captain Carter. What's the phrase like? Is it simp? Am I a simp for Captain Carter? Maybe. Either way, I just think she's just an awesome designed character. I love that look. I think that she had presence in the What If cartoon, and just Hayley Atwell is a fantastic actress. So there you go, Hayley. But this figure looks really cool. I mean, it's a statue as opposed to a figure. But it's just the complete What If style. Just like plucked from the TV, put in statue form, and parked there for your amusement and assessment. And I assess it as looking pretty cool. Little bit north of my kind of price range. And again, I'm not a statue guy. He says looking for all the statues to prove him wrong. But still, if you like Captain Carter, you like these kinds of things, then this is the kind of thing you're probably going to like. SH Figure Arts again, and now they're getting closer to what I would be really interested in. There is a line called Tech On Avengers. Avengers Tech On. It's a comic book series where the Avengers lose their powers, so Tony Stark makes them all Iron Man type armors. And SH Figure Arts are like, I'm seeing some synergy here. So they have made some Tech On figures, and they look really, really cool, I've got to say. So imagine Iron Man versions of Black Panther, Wolverine, Spider-Man. Well, what is the actual lineup here? It's Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Captain America, and Iron Man. All of these look really, really cool. So these are previews coming out very, very soon. I'm going to try and find out where to pick them up, how much they'd be. I probably won't go for them, to be honest, because, again, I'm trying to curate the collection, just refine it, not get more lines. But if I was going to be tempted, this is tempting me right here because it looks really cool. I just love the tech futuristic armor type design. I even like some of the ones that look least like their Marvel characters. Like they could just be cool looking cyber ninja type robot sort of people. That looks really, really cool. Now you didn't see through the power of editing, but I just took a little break there to look up some more of the details on these. These were announced way back in July, so I'm super late to the party, but people were telling me to check them out for a while. But the hype is now here because they are due to be released in December, or they were due to be released in December. It's all around this time. And I saw that the price is listed as about 100,000 yen, which is approximately about $100. So that's probably a little bit north of what I'd want to spend for a character that I'm not like too invested in, which again is rich coming from me who buys mezcos of figures that I've never heard of that are just original creations, but I just buy them because they're cool. So that's just me undermining my point. But still, I don't know if I would go for them, but that seems to be a reasonable price for what they're offering, for what they look like, for how they're put together. When you think about it, the whole team would cost you about $600. That ain't cheap, but at the same time, I mean, that's just the cost of a really nice statue. And put them all together, that is one hell of a centerpiece. So definitely something to consider. And guys, that does it for good news for today. I'm going to be away for a couple of days now. As I said, I'm going to be at Comic-Con, taking up all the cool sites and things to see. I say Comic-Con, like every convention is now sort of listed as Comic-Con. This is like the London Film and Memorabilia Convention, but it's all the same kind of stuff, really. So hopefully I might pick up some cool things. Last time I was at a Comic-Con, I randomly got the Mojo bath for like $20. I thought, hey, why not? I'm here. Let's make a fun impulse purchase. So who knows what I'll be coming back with this weekend. But guys, if you want to pick up something super cool, then you can do by going over to teespring.com. And you can buy yourselves one of these very fancy schmancy displaying model behavior t-shirts. A little bit of the profit goes to me. Not much, but enough that I'm going to keep on pushing it. It's really just a vanity thing, actually. I just think it would be really awesome to have people wearing model behavior t-shirts. I'm like, that's my stake that I'm going to plant in the ground. It's like, yes, I've made an impact. Look at these folks wearing my t-shirt. Boom. You're looking for this? Anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Yeah, teespring.com. You can grab yourself some merchandise. Make for a good Christmas present. Also, like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see here and you want to see more. Join the 6-1 clicks by clicking all those buttons. And if you're not sick of me plugging things by now, you can go over to patreon.com/displaying model behavior. Sign up to the Patreon. Throw a few shekels my way. I'll only spend them on toys, so you know it's going to a good cause. And then you can watch all the various exclusive videos on there too. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing weekend, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Chill. Yeah.
But before I do that, I want to say a huge big thank you to my boy Darren, who I'm about to break the thing that he sent me. I am going to do this again now.
Yeah.